Hello friends, hello, how are you? So this was the question which was discussed in the last video, for which I shall now be passing you the mechanistic viewpoint that B2O3 when put into water. So in the last question we happened to, in the last video, refer to the last video where we happen to find the answer to this question came out to be this. So now the mechanistic viewpoint that if boron is being treated, so if boron 1 is to 1 ratio, if I keep of B2O3 and water, how do you get to know the the product of this reaction through the mechanism? So B2O3 is this compound. This I have already spoken about that boron wherever is going to join, it is going to join by three bonds. If the three bonds are this or this, and if it tend to make four bonds around it, then the boron must be one negative charge. So now what you are going to place it here is the water is going to attack it, this boron, and if it attacks it like this, then what shall you be getting? So this goes here. So what now would you get along with it? O negative. So this is OH positive and O B double bond O. So what you can do now is, if you just by the organic viewpoint, just the way you do, so this would come down and this will open up, and this now would get a negative charge, and now what shall I be writing is OBOH, and this is having a positive charge and this is having a negative charge. So this negative charge now would abstract this H positive from here. So what you would end up getting is HOBO, 2 moles of this. This is the metaboric acid which we get. So this is the mechanistic viewpoint which we suppose, which we should know. Now, as regard to the next molecule, when you take B2O3 and water in 2 is to 1 ratio, that 2 moles of this and 1 mole of this, you end up getting H2B4O7. Now, how do we get this molecule? Let me show you the mechanistic viewpoint about this part also. Just hold on for a second. Okay, here it is. So B double bond OOB. So again you are going to place water. So water is going to attack it and this would carry a negative charge. Now simply you have to do it like this, that I just want to place the OH this side and would make the negative charge onto this side. So now what I shall be doing is that I am placing it once again on to this side. Just hold on. So this is again BOB and you have a negative charge. Now what I will do, because only one water molecule I have to add, so I can place it here and this will move further. So now what I can be writing is something like this. Just concentrate here very carefully. So OH, this is still the positive, BOB double bond O. So this is what you have, the oxygen. Now just I have done, let me write it on the other side of this. So if I do it negative here, this has become negative. Now still it is being attached with BO double bond O. Why I am doing so? The one which I have written on this side, I just moved on to this side, so that, why? Because then this negative charge can attack this one also, and this will go this side. Wow. So now it is turning up the thing which we wanting. Just see here. So this OH positive, this is your BO. Now this has become negative and you got a structure like this. And now you have this part along with you. So now this negative could also attack this and this will move this way. Wow, this is making beautiful. It is going good. So what shall now you be getting is HOH positive and this is BOB O negative, Now let me write this O negative on the downer side. Just I will show it like this. OB. So this went to this side, and this oxygen now is attacking this, and this become negative. And ultimately, this proton from this side would go to this one, intramolecular proton exchange. So ultimately, what we achieved is BOH. So this BOB and oxygen, boron, oxygen, boron, oxygen, boron on this side also OH, and this are joined to each other. So this is what you call it as tetraboric acid. Now let me place it once again. These borons are the corner of the tetrahedron, and these are joined to each other through oxygen like this, and one onto this side and another OH on this side. Now this is what we have done for the second one. So this is what is when you take it in the 2 is to 1 ratio. Now if you want to make it for 2 is to 3 ratio, just let me show it like this. So 2 is to 3 ratio. If you want to make it for 2 is to 3, I would want you to try this and solve it and just share it with me. How do you get this? Try this at home. Try it yourself, and I can give you a simple hint out of it. Whatever you got here, into this you have to add water at some point of time. Let me give you a little hint. This can go this way and open up like this, and by this opening up of the things, you would get to see that all BOB bonds would turn up like this. BO, BO, because there are four borons I am going to place. So I'm leaving you with a question. Hope you would try this at your place and you end up getting this thing as a result in when you treat it with 2 is to 3 ratio. B2O3 2 moles, 2 moles we have already used, and 3 waters, 1 water I am already used. So again you are going to place 2 waters to get this molecule B4O9. So as a matter of fact, here I have used 1 water, this water which generated the whole thing, and the 2 more waters, if you place it in this molecule, you end up getting the result which is required here. So hope you have understood this intuitive way of dealing with these mechanistic points on inorganic reactions also. Thanks a lot. Hope to see you once again in the next session with a new problem. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.